It's like a thunder's roar. Rubber burns and the engine soars. Rev bomb rides with a wild man's pride. The world can't keep up no matter how it tries. Rev bomb's motorbikes got a heart of steel. Wheels spinning faster than the fear we feel. Lights flash like fire in the dead of night. He's a rebel on wheels chasing freedom's light.
Morning all, it's a Wednesday morning, just gone 8 o'clock, and we are out on this, the OCR, in black with its red stripe. Disc brakes front and back on this one, and these are going out like the proverbial packet of cornflakes in your breakfast bowl. Selling like a hotcake, as we say. Right, let's fire it up. Telltale's there and there. Your fuel tank is there. Time at the bottom is 8:35. Miles elapsed and your miles an hour. Nice wide mirrors so you can see the road behind you. Rear brake, front brake, basic controls, horn indicator, lights, start button, kill button, and hazards. That is all you need. Storage pocket at the front, USB charger, and it's a keyed ignition. The reason we've got the tags on these is because we've got the chassis numbers on them, because we've got 3 of those in at the moment. And it is hard to know which one is who, so we tag everything now by the chassis number. So, out for a test ride. Now, the OCR has the ability to have a top box on the back. It has a rack on it, unlike the Aura and the other bikes that do not. They've got the handrails, but you can buy the aftermarket. Get rid of the handrails and put a rack on it. But the OCR comes with a top box rack. The customer's opted for a top box on this, so he can put his crash helmet in. 32 litre top box, fits snugly on the back, and you will get your crash helmet into it. So, nice and easy to do. Let's get out. Let's get the first lot of test mileage on the bike. 2 test rides on this one. One with the bare bones bike, and then we'll do one with the top box on it, so you can see what the top box is like. This is going out on the 20th, so 8 days time. And most of our bikes are 10 to 14-day turnarounds. Reason being, we do all the ride test, the prep. Most dealers, you go into a showroom and go, I want that bike. Yes, how quick can I get that bike? Oh, we'll have it ready for you in a couple of days. They are not going to get the test ride mileage on the bike, and they're not going to obviously bolt check it and do all the bits that they need to do in 2 days. If something's wrong with the bike and they need a panel or they need a part, they're not going to get that all out in 2 to 3 days. Hence why we take 10 to 14 to make sure nothing is wrong with bikes. And the reason being, we had a customer in the other day. He phoned out, he said, got an issue with bike. How long have you had the bike? 2 weeks. Alright. What's the issue with the bike? Keeps cutting out on me. It's got loads of low power. It's not handling correctly. How many miles did you get on the bike when you picked it up? Should have had about 10 to 15 miles on it. We do 10. Had 1.5 miles on the bike. So they'd literally just whizzed it round the block, done a bolt check, chucked the fuel in it, chucked the number plates on, here's your bike. That's your reason why. You're not going to find a fault in a mile. You need to get the bike warm, engine hot, and you need to make sure that you've done all your test ride mileage, which is what we do. So hence why we do plenty of long rides. But we've had loads of questions. Oh yes, you shouldn't be riding at 6 gear at really low revs. You shouldn't be flexing the engine in the first 500 miles to full revs. As I always say, get through the gearbox as quick as you can and put the power on in top gear. 40 mile an hour for the first 500 miles. And then we had another one said, oh yes, but you got it wrong when you did the 50cc. No, I did not. Absolutely did not. You can go faster on a 50cc. No, you can't. It's held back by the engine, and you're... Oh, you dirty thing, all over my camera. Thank you very much. Let's give that a wipe. The bike is designed to have maximum amount of kilowatts for that age. No, absolutely no. 50cc bikes for 16 years old in the UK are held back on the kilowatts. Yes, they are. The bike is limited to 30 mile an hour. That will either be because the variator and the rollers, or it will be held back on the ECU. But the government regulations state 16 years old, no faster than 28 miles an hour, and you must have a CBT licence. If you get caught by plod, and it has happened in Milton Keynes a couple of times where these kids, like that camera again, look at the dirty road dirt everywhere. A couple of kids have been caught in Milton Keynes. One was on a Piaggio Zip, and he was caught doing 45 down a dual carriageway, and they pulled him over. What cc's your engine? 30 mile an hour, 50 cc. We should only be doing 30 mile an hour. Oh yeah, but it's an older bike, it does 45. They actually nicked him for it, in excess of your 16-year-old speed, and they got shirty and nicked him for it. Another one, obviously, on an older bike again, and tugged him for speed, and also found a load of other faults with his bike, so they pulled him for that as well. So watch out for coppers. If you're doing more than 30 on a 50cc, they will give you a tug and want to know why your bike is doing faster than 30 mile an hour. So once you get to 17, you can do what you like, but 16 years old, maximum speed is 28 mile an hour on your licence, and the bike is normally held back. Now on the 125, and go as fast as you like. But obviously first 500 miles is 40 mile an hour. 40 to 45, I always say, to run the engine in, and then once you've got your first service out of the way, you can up your speed to 50. That will take you to 3,000 miles or 6 months after your first service. Right, we're all coming up here. I've got a car stuck behind me doing 40. Don't know what he's doing. Excuse me. Following me around. That is fine, because I'm coming off at the top, like the roundabout, with no lights now, because they've dumped all the lights off. We're going to do a little left here and head back to the garage for the first lot of mileage, which will be 5 miles. And then the final ride test, you should be behind the line, matey, because you're meant to stop at the line and look right. Right, we're off. Let's go down here, leave the traffic to sort out what they want to do behind me, which means they've all got stuck by traffic coming off the roundabout. Down here, another couple of questions. Do you ride all year round? Yes, I do ride all year round. Absolutely. Now, traffic like this, you can drop a filter in and get to the front. Let's get down here and drop in at the front, which makes it easy for me to get down there. Best thing about having a motorcycle, yes, it is legal to filter to the front of the queue. And as Beans on Toast says on YouTube, yeah, I'm at the front, it's where I belong. Good old Beansy. But OCRs ride absolutely beautiful, and you're not going to get a better bike, a first starter bike, than one of these. 1949 all in, so the bike is priced at $16,999 plus your dealers on the road fees, tax, registration, L plates and number plates, and of course your 5 litres of fuel in your tank. So for $1949, you've got an absolute bargain. First bike to go out and ride, and I always say, for your first bike, keep it cheap, because you know in the first year of riding, you are going to drop that bike. Everybody does. It's a learning curve. Right, we're away. And the best thing about being on a bike, they accelerate a damn sight quicker than what your car does. So, 40 mile an hour, there we go. We are at the speed limit, and yes, I've got my visor up, so you're probably going to get a bit of wind noise now. I do like a bit of wind in the face. We're going to come off left here. Where's she going? She's going to the outside lane. Well, so am I. So, shoulder check, move over. And then down to Numpty roundabout. Back to the garage for a cup of coffee. Loads of questions flooding in. If you have got a question for me, and we normally answer them on the live stream on a Friday night, if you want to come and join that, but be aware it is adult content. There are a lot of cuss words in there when we get the other bikers in. Deliveroo, don't nod to them. But if you've got a question, you can email it to me, mrrevbomb@gmail.com. or chuck them into the replies on my YouTube videos and we will answer them, because I tend to go through the videos and write the questions down. We're going round the roundabout, nice and steady, brand new tyres. Take your time on brand new tyres, 20 miles at least to scrub tyres in, and especially on wet roads, watch out for white lines, watch out for the potholes, and obviously watch out for manhole covers because they will be slippy. But if you're riding in wet weather or icy conditions, just slow it down a bit. You're not going to be chucking it around like you do on a dry day. And stick to the back brake as well. As I always say, front brake, dry days, rear brake, wet days, and a little bit of front brake chucked in for good measure. Right, last bit of mileage, we're 5 miles in. Happy days. Get back to the garage, get ready for my next bike, which is a top end valve adjustment to do on a 125. Nice and easy for me. And we will see what is on for the rest of the day. Big ride out this Sunday. We're going to go do Jack's Hill again and have a Sunday ride out. Happy days for us. Get back out on the bike, meet up with the crew. So test ride is completed on the OCR. Next thing to do, obviously give it a quick wash off because it's all dirty. Give it a dry off, back in the showroom, and get ready to put the top box on it now, which is going to be your 32 litre that takes the helmet. We did the RT1 yesterday, and that video is going to be coming up in the next couple of days. But we're looking at it, and I said to him, that looks like a sensor or a camera. The new RT1 has a camera on the front, and there is an app where you can link the camera to your phone and you can record your ride, and it's all built into the new Lexmoto RT1. What a great idea. You don't need to have a camera on your crash helmet, you've got one on the bike, and it will obviously protect you for insurance purposes. So we'll do another further ride on that. We will show the RT1 when we get out on a further test ride on that. But all the big bikes are out. Ducati, Rocky's there, SV650 and the Varadero are all up there. Loads of maintenance videos we're going to be doing over the next couple of weeks because content at the moment is struggling. Everyone's struggling to get out on bikes and do content, so we're going to be doing some maintenance videos. But that is the OCR. You can see it's got the 4 bolts there where you can mount your top box as well, so happy days on that. We'll see you on the next test ride. Till then, be well, ride safe, and from Rev, it's a big goodbye from me.